has already begun to slow. 4 quiet places are waiting in a single line. Nothing will rush you from one to the next. The hours can blur without effort. This is one long stretch of calm. The spaces will change, but the pace will not. And the night will keep carrying you forward. One warm light remains on while the rest of the street stays dark. The front windows reflect empty sidewalks and sleeping storefronts. No customers are expected for several more hours. Nothing is about to open. The workday has not started yet. The night has not fully ended. The bakery sits quietly between them. Near the front counter, display cases wait beneath clean glass. Shelves remain empty for now. No labels are being arranged. A register screen stays dark beside the till. No receipt prints. No order appears. Behind the counter, a stack of paper bags rests beneath a shelf. Their edges remain straight. Nothing is removed. A roll of stickers waits beside them. The backing paper remains untouched. Nothing peels away. Through an open doorway, the preparation room glows softly. Steel tables reflect the ceiling lights. No mixer is running. The room feels ready. The work has not begun. At the far wall, trays rest in tall rolling racks. The wheels remain locked. Nothing moves. A line of bread pans sits on a lower shelf. The metal reflects pale shapes from the lights above. No pan is lifted. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The bakery holds its quiet state before the morning shift, steady and unchanged, while the town sleeps outside. Along the preparation table, bags of flour remain stacked in neat rows. Labels face outward. Nothing is opened. A measuring scoop rests beside them. Its handle remains clean. Nothing moves it. Near the sink, metal surfaces hold soft reflections. The faucet remains dry. No water runs. A folded towel hangs from a hook nearby. The fabric stays still. No draft reaches it. On the workbench, a recipe binder remains closed. Its cover reflects a thin line of light. No page is turned. A pencil rests beside the binder. The tip points toward the wall. Nothing shifts. Above the room, ventilation keeps a low and even rhythm. The airflow stays gentle. The sound remains soft. A relay clicks once from a nearby panel. One click. Then the same quiet hum continues. Outside the front window, streetlights remain scattered along the road. Reflections stretch across the glass, then settle. Nothing changes. Farther down the street, a traffic signal changes color. The bakery does not respond. Near the ovens, indicator lights remain dark. No timer counts down. No heat rises. The doors remain closed. Their handles stay cool. Nothing is baking yet. At the storage shelves, rows of ingredients remain untouched. Containers stay sealed. Nothing is measured. A small step stool waits beneath the lowest shelf. rubber feet remain planted. Nothing shifts. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The preparation room remains calm. The ovens remain quiet. And the bakery keeps holding its place in the night. Near the doorway, a delivery clipboard hangs from a hook. The pages remain flat. No schedule is checked. A pen remains attached by a string. The string hangs straight. Nothing moves. At the mixer station, stainless steel bowls rest upside down on a rack. Their surfaces remain clear. No shadow crosses them. A digital scale sits nearby. Its display remains dark. No button is pressed. In the back room, shelves hold boxes of supplies. Labels remain readable. Nothing is opened. A roll of baking paper rests beside a carton of gloves. Both remain untouched. Nothing changes. Outside, a light breeze passes through the sleeping street. It never reaches the preparation room. The windows remain still. Reflections remain soft on the glass. They do not change shape. They remain quiet. A settling sound comes once from the ceiling beams, not repeated. Then stillness returns. The ventilation remains steady. The lights remain warm. The bakery remains calm. Near the cooling rack, a thermometer hangs beside the wall. Numbers remain visible. The needle barely moves. A timer rests on a nearby shelf. Its display remains blank. No alarm sounds. At the back entrance, a delivery door remains closed. The handle stays centered. No key turns. A rubber mat lies flat on the floor. Corners remain straight. Nothing crosses it. Outside the front windows, the town remains asleep. Storefronts remain dark. No crowd gathers. Streetlights continue their quiet pattern along the road. The reflections remain steady. The night remains settled. At the preparation table, a mixing bowl waits beneath the lights. Its surface reflects the room around it. Nothing has been added yet. The flour remains stacked. The trays remain empty. The ovens remain cool. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The bakery continues waiting for the first arrival of morning, holding the same gentle rhythm through the last quiet stretch before dawn. The counters remain clean. The racks remain still. The light remains on. The warm light continues above the preparation room without changing. No timer begins counting down. No oven door opens. Outside, the street remains quiet beyond the front windows. Storefronts stay dark. No footsteps cross the sidewalk. At the display cases, clean glass reflects the ceiling lights. The shelves remain empty. No tray is carried forward. A small label holder waits near the front edge. Its card remains blank. Nothing is inserted. Near the register, paper bags remain stacked beneath the counter. Their corners stay sharp. Nothing is removed. A roll of receipt paper rests inside a drawer. The drawer remains shut. No paper feeds through. Through the open doorway, the preparation room keeps its calm shape. Steel tables reflect soft light. The reflections remain still. No flower drifts through the air. No bowl rests on the work surface. The room continues waiting. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The bakery keeps holding its place between night and morning, steady and unchanged, while the town remains asleep outside. Along the storage shelves, ingredient containers remain sealed. Labels face outward. Nothing is opened. A row of measuring cups hangs beneath a cabinet. Their handles remain aligned. Nothing swings. Below them, a box of parchment paper rests on a shelf. The edge remains tucked inside. Nothing unrolls. Near the sink, metal surfaces hold faint reflections. The faucet remains dry. No water runs. A bottle of soap stands beside the basin. The cap remains closed. Nothing is used. A folded towel remains on its hook. The fabric stays still. No draft reaches it. At the mixer station, stainless steel bowls remain upside down on the rack. Their surfaces stay clear. No shadow crosses them. The digital scale remains dark. No button is pressed. No number appears. Outside the window, a traffic signal changes somewhere down the street. Red becomes green. Green becomes red again. The bakery does not respond. The lights remain warm. The night remains settled. A quiet click comes once from the ventilation system, not repeated. Then the same gentle airflow continues. The sound stays low. The rhythm stays even. Nothing changes. Near the ovens, indicator panels remain dark. No countdown begins. No heat rises. The handles remain cool. The doors remain closed. Nothing is baking. A rack of bread pans waits beside the wall. The metal catches light once, then dulls again. Nothing moves. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The preparation room remains calm. The equipment remains silent, and the bakery keeps holding its quiet pattern through the night. At the workbench, the recipe binder remains closed beneath the light. No page turns. No note is added. A pencil rests beside the cover. Its tip points toward the wall. Nothing shifts. A small notepad remains blank beside the pencil. No line appears. No corner bends. In the storage room, cardboard boxes remain stacked in neat rows. Labels remain readable. Nothing is opened. A step stool waits beneath the lower shelf. Its rubber feet stay planted. Nothing moves. A roll of twine rests beside a carton of gloves. The loose end remains tucked. Nothing unravels. Outside, reflections stretch across the bakery windows, then settle again. No headlight reaches the glass. The sidewalk remains empty. The road remains quiet. The town remains asleep. At the cooling rack, empty trays remain in place. Their surfaces stay clean. No pastry rests there. A thermometer hangs beside the wall. Numbers remain visible. The needle barely moves. A timer rests on a nearby shelf. Its display remains blank. No alarm sounds. Near the back entrance, the delivery door remains shut. The handle stays centered. No key turns. A rubber mat lies flat on the floor. Corners remain straight. Nothing crosses it. Beyond the door, the alley remains dark. No vehicle arrives. No crate is unloaded. A settling sound comes once from the ceiling beams, not repeated. Then stillness returns. The airflow remains steady. The lights remain warm. The bakery remains calm. At the front counter, the display cases remain empty beneath the glass. No tray appears. No label changes. The register remains dark. The receipt printer remains silent. Nothing asks for attention. Outside, the first hint of lighter sky remains far beyond the rooftops. It does not reach the street yet. The night still holds. The flour remains stacked. The bowls remain waiting. The ovens remain cool. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The bakery continues, waiting for the first baker to arrive, holding the same gentle rhythm through the last quiet stretch before dawn. The counters remain clean. The racks remain still. The light remains on. For now, the night continues. Beyond the preparation room, a narrow hallway leads toward the staff area. The lights remain lower there. No door opens along the corridor. A notice board hangs on the wall beside the lockers. Schedules remain pinned beneath clear covers. No page is adjusted. At the locker row, metal doors remain shut. Small name labels stay fixed to their holders. No latch clicks. A pair of work shoes rests beneath a bench. The laces remain tied. Nothing moves them. Near the break room, a coffee machine waits on a counter. Its display remains dark. No button is pressed. A stack of paper cups remains beside it. The sleeves stay wrapped. Nothing is removed. At the small table near the window, 4 chairs remain pushed in. Their legs form neat lines beneath the tabletop. No shadow crosses them. A calendar hangs beside the door. The page remains unchanged. No pen marks appear. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The quiet extends beyond the baking room, steady and unchanged, through another corner of the sleeping bakery. At the employee entrance, a keypad remains beside the frame. Its indicator stays dark. No code is entered. A delivery schedule hangs nearby. The pages remain flat. Nothing is checked. The glass panel in the door reflects the hallway light. The reflection remains still. No figure appears. In the storage cooler, shelves remain neatly arranged. Boxes remain sealed. Labels stay readable. A thermometer glows softly near the door. The number remains steady. Nothing changes. Near the packaging station, rolls of bakery boxes remain stacked on a shelf. The cardboard stays flat. Nothing is folded. A tape dispenser rests beside them. The roll remains full. Nothing unwinds. At the labeling table, printed stickers remain on their backing sheets. Dates remain visible. No label is removed. A handheld scanner rests in its charging cradle. The screen remains dark. No sound comes from it. Outside the rear window, the alley remains quiet. A security light casts a pale shape across the pavement. No vehicle arrives. A fence line disappears into darkness. Nothing moves beyond it. The night remains settled. A soft click comes once from the cooler unit. Then the low hum continues. The hallway remains still. The shelves remain full. The bakery remains calm. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The building continues waiting between the last hours of night and the first work of morning, holding the same gentle rhythm. Near the packaging shelves, stacks of cake circles remain wrapped in plastic. The edges stay clean. Nothing shifts. A bundle of ribbon sits beside them. The loose end remains tucked. Nothing unravels. At the wash station, drying racks remain empty. Metal bars reflect the overhead lights. No tray rests there. A bottle of sanitizer stands near the sink. The cap remains closed. Nothing is used. In the break room, a refrigerator remains shut. Small magnets hold notes against the door. The notes stay flat. A microwave clock glows faintly on the counter. The numbers continue changing. No one looks at them. Outside, the street remains asleep. Storefronts remain dark. The sidewalks remain empty. The bakery windows reflect the same warm light from inside. The reflections stretch softly across the glass, then settle again. A quiet settling sound comes once from the roof above, not repeated. Then stillness returns. The cooler hum remains steady. The lights remain warm. The night remains calm. delivery arrives. No oven starts. No timer counts down. The bakery continues waiting. The hotel lobby has grown quiet after the last guest crossed the floor. Soft lamps remain awake beside the empty elevators. The front doors reflect the sleeping city beyond the glass. Nothing is about to arrive. The night already knows its pace. The building keeps its own rhythm. Only the steady parts remain. A long reception desk stretches beneath warm lights. The computer screens remain dark behind the counter. No reservation is being checked. A brass bell rests near the register. Its surface reflects the lamps above. No hand reaches for it. Near the entrance, a luggage cart waits against the wall. Its wheels remain still. No suitcase rests upon it. A welcome mat lies flat beneath the doors. Rain from earlier remains outside. The floor stays dry. At the elevator bank, polished doors reflect the lobby lights. No floor number changes above them. No chime sounds. The call buttons remain unlit. No guest presses them. Nothing opens. A row of armchairs faces the front windows. The cushions keep their shape. No newspaper lies across the fabric. A small table lamp glows between the chairs. Its shade casts a soft circle on polished wood. The light remains steady. Outside the glass, streetlights form quiet lines along the road. A traffic signal changes somewhere beyond the parking lot. The lobby does not respond. Reflections stretch across the windows, then settle again. Nothing changes. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The hotel lobby holds its late-night state, steady and unchanged, while the city rests beyond the doors. At the reception counter, a room key envelope remains beside a monitor. The paper stays flat. No name is written. A pen rests in its holder. The chain remains loose. Nothing moves. Behind the desk, a cabinet of spare keycards remains closed. Labels stay readable. No drawer slides open. A small printer light remains off. No receipt feeds out. No paper curls. Near the elevators, a potted plant stands beneath a wall lamp. Leaves remain still. No draft reaches them. A framed photograph hangs above the planter. Its image remains quiet behind the glass. No reflection crosses it. The elevator indicators remain dark. No number appears. No arrow lights. Behind the doors, cables and pulleys remain unseen. Only stillness reaches the lobby. A quiet click comes once from the climate system, not repeated. Then the soft airflow continues. Cool air moves through hidden vents. It stays even. It stays gentle. At the far end of the lobby, a hallway disappears around a corner. lights remain low along the carpet. No shadow crosses the floor. A cleaning cart waits beside a service door. Bottles remain arranged in their trays. Nothing rattles. Outside, a distant car passes through an intersection. Its light never reaches the lobby. Its sound fades quickly. The doors remain closed. The lobby remains calm. The night remains settled. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The elevators remain waiting. The lamps remain warm. And the hotel keeps holding its quiet pattern through the night. Near the seating area, a brochure rack stands beside the wall. Maps remain folded in neat rows. No page is removed. A city guide rests at the front slot. The corners stay sharp. Nothing shifts. On a side table, a bowl of wrapped mints remains full. Wrappers catch the lamp glow once, then dull again. No hand reaches in. A guest comment card lies beside the bowl. The card remains blank. No pen touches it. At the entrance, the revolving door remains still. Glass panels reflect the lobby lights. No suitcase rolls across the tiles. A small security camera watches the doorway. Its indicator remains faint. It does not rotate. Behind the desk, a wall clock advances quietly. No one looks toward it. The time keeps itself. A second hand completes another slow circle. No announcement follows. The rhythm continues. Near the elevators, a luggage scale sits unused beside the wall. Its display remains dark. No bag rests upon it. The polished floor beneath reflects soft shapes from the lamps. The reflections remain steady. They do not shift suddenly. A quiet settling sound comes once from somewhere above the ceiling. Not repeated. Then stillness returns. The airflow remains even. The lamps remain warm. The lobby remains calm. Outside the windows, the sleeping city keeps its distance. Street lights remain scattered beyond the parking lot. No crowd gathers. Inside, the reception desk remains empty. The armchairs remain still. The elevators remain closed. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The hotel lobby continues its patient watch through the night, holding the same gentle rhythm until the first early guest steps through the doors. The lamps continue glowing. The elevators continue waiting. The night continues. The lamps keep their warm glow across the polished floor. No suitcase rolls through the entrance. No elevator door opens. Outside the glass, the sleeping city remains distant. Streetlights hold their quiet pattern beyond the parking lot. Nothing approaches the lobby. Near the reception desk, the brass bell remains where it is. Its surface reflects a small circle of light. No hand reaches for it. A room key envelope stays beside the monitor. The paper remains flat. No name is written. At the elevator bank, polished doors reflect the lobby lamps. No number appears above them. lights. The call buttons remain dark. No guest presses them. Nothing changes. A potted plant stands beneath the wall lamp. Leaves remain still. No draft reaches them. The framed photograph above the planter remains quiet behind glass. Reflections stay soft. They do not shift. Along the seating area, armchairs face the windows. Cushions keep their shape. No newspaper rests across the fabric. A small table lamp glows between the chairs. Its shade casts a steady circle. The light remains warm. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The hotel lobby keeps its late-night state, steady and unchanged, while the city sleeps beyond the doors. At the brochure rack, folded maps remain in neat rows. No page is removed. No corner bends. A city guide remains at the front slot. Its cover stays smooth. Nothing shifts. On the side table, wrapped mints remain in the bowl. Wrappers catch the light once, then dull again. No hand reaches in. A guest comment card remains blank beside them. No pen touches the paper. No message appears. Near the entrance, the revolving door remains still. Glass panels reflect the lobby lamps. No suitcase crosses the tiles. A security camera watches the doorway. Its indicator remains faint. It does not rotate. Behind the desk, the wall clock advances quietly. No one looks toward it. The time keeps itself. The second hand completes another slow circle. No announcement follows. The rhythm continues. A printer remains dark beneath the counter. No receipt feeds out. No paper curls. A cabinet of spare key cards remains closed. Labels stay readable. No drawer slides open. Outside, a distant car passes through an intersection. Its sound arrives faintly, then fades. The doors remain closed. The lobby remains calm. The night remains settled. At the far hallway, carpet stretches toward unseen rooms. Wall lights remain low along the baseboards. No shadow crosses the floor. A cleaning cart waits beside a service door. Bottles remain arranged in their trays. Nothing rattles. A quiet click comes once from the climate system, not repeated. Then the soft airflow continues. Cool air moves through hidden vents. It stays even. It stays gentle. Near the elevators, a luggage scale sits unused beside the wall. Its display remains dark. No bag rests upon it. The polished floor beneath reflects soft shapes from the lamps. The reflections remain steady. They do not shift suddenly. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The elevators remain waiting. The lamps remain warm. And the hotel keeps holding its quiet pattern through the night. At the reception counter, a small acrylic sign stands beside the bell. Letters remain clear behind the plastic. No finger taps the edge. A pen rests rests in its holder. The chain remains loose. Nothing moves it. Along the windows, reflections from distant streetlights drift across the glass. They lengthen slightly, then settle again. No headlight reaches the lobby. No shadow passes outside. Near the seating area, a low coffee table remains clear. Its polished surface reflects the lamp above. No cup rests there. A decorative bowl sits at the center. Its smooth stones remain undisturbed. Nothing shifts. Behind the desk, a shelf of tourist brochures remains full. Edges stay aligned. No brochure is removed. A small desk lamp remains off in the office doorway. Only the lobby lights remain visible. At the service corridor, an exit sign glows softly above the door. Letters remain bright. No hinge moves. The corridor beyond stays quiet. No footstep echoes back. Outside, a light breeze passes across the parking lot. A loose leaf moves once beneath a street lamp, then settles. The lobby does not respond. The glass remains still. The doors remain closed. A quiet, settling sound comes once from somewhere above the ceiling, not repeated. Then stillness returns. The airflow remains even. The wall clock continues. The lamps remain warm. Far beyond the windows, the city keeps sleeping. Streetlights remain scattered through the darkness. No crowd gathers. Inside, the reception desk remains empty. The armchairs remain still. The elevators remain closed. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The hotel lobby continues its patient watch through the night, holding the same gentle rhythm until the first early light reaches the windows. The lamps continue glowing. Beyond the lobby, a glass door leads into the conference wing. The lights remain lower there. No meeting continues tonight. Rows of chairs rest behind the glass. Their backs form quiet lines beneath the ceiling lights. Nothing has been left out of place. A folded projector screen hangs against the far wall. The fabric remains smooth. No image appears upon it. A remote control rests beside a podium. Its buttons remain dark. Nothing is pressed. Along the hallway, framed photographs show the city in different seasons. The glass remains clear. No reflection lingers long. A carpet runner follows the corridor toward another corner. Its pattern stays even. No step crosses it. Near the conference entrance, a stand holds spare umbrellas. The handles remain aligned. No water drips from the fabric. A brass tray beneath them remains dry. Nothing touches the surface. At the business center, computer monitors remain black. Keyboards rest beneath them in neat rows. No screen wakes. A printer waits beside the desk. Its status light remains off. No page feeds through. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The quiet extends beyond the lobby, steady and unchanged, through another part of the sleeping hotel. Near the wall, a machine keeps one soft light. Rows of bottles remain untouched behind the glass. No selection is made. A card reader waits beneath the display. The screen remains dark. Nothing beeps. At the ice machine alcove, the metal door remains shut. No scoop lifts. No ice falls. A stack of paper buckets remains beside the wall. The edges stay clean. Nothing is removed. Farther along the corridor, a pair of double doors leads to a ballroom. The handles remain still. No music waits beyond them. A small sign stands outside the entrance. Letters remain readable. No schedule changes. Inside the ballroom, tables rest beneath protective covers. The fabric hangs in soft folds. Nothing shifts beneath it. A chandelier remains dim above the room. Its glass pieces stay motionless. No sparkle moves across the ceiling. Near the far wall, a grand piano waits beneath a lamp. The lid remains closed. No key is touched. A bench sits centered before it. Its cushion remains smooth. No shadow crosses the floor. Outside the windows, distant street lights remain scattered across the city. Their reflections rest against the glass, then settle again. No headlights reach the hotel. No crowd gathers below. A quiet click comes once from somewhere above the ceiling, not repeated. Then stillness returns. The air remains even. The lighting remains warm. The night remains settled. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The conference wing remains quiet. The ballroom remains dark. And the hotel keeps holding its calm pattern through the night. Near a side wall, a luggage storage room remains locked. Tags hang from empty hooks. No zipper opens. A small shelf holds forgotten travel brochures. The paper remains flat. No page turns. At the end of the corridor, a narrow window looks toward the pool courtyard. Water reflects a pale light from the building. The surface remains calm. No splash breaks the reflection. No chair moves beside the water. A towel rack stands near the glass door. The folded towels remain stacked. No corner slips. The pool gate remains latched. No hinge moves. No footstep approaches. Back in the corridor, wall lights continue their low glow. The carpet keeps its quiet pattern. The air remains still. Far away, an elevator chime sounds on another floor, soft and distant. Then silence returns. The hotel continues sleeping. The lights continue glowing, and the night continues. The final departure has already vanished beyond the distant runway lights. Only one gate remains softly illuminated near the end of the terminal. Rows of empty seats face the dark glass beyond the concourse. Nothing is about to board. The busiest hours have already passed. The quiet hours have arrived. The terminal settles into its slower rhythm. Near the gate desk, computer screens remain dark behind the counter. No boarding pass is being scanned. No announcement interrupts the air. A stack of unused forms rests beside a keyboard. The corners remain straight. Nothing is moved. At the boarding lane, retractable belts remain connected between metal posts. The fabric stays smooth. No traveler passes through. A scanner waits at the end of the lane. Its screen remains dark. No barcode appears. Beyond the windows, runway lights form long lines across the airfield. Blue lights remain steady near the taxiways. White lights remain scattered farther away. No aircraft approaches the gate. No service vehicle arrives. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The airport gate holds its late-night state, steady and unchanged, while the airfield stretches quietly beyond the glass. Rows of seats remain empty beneath the ceiling lights. Armrests divide each section into neat intervals. No bag rests on the cushions. A charging station stands beside one row. Its ports remain unused. No cable hangs from the sockets. Near the windows, a small table faces the runway. Its surface reflects faint shapes from the terminal lights. Nothing rests upon it. Outside, a distant aircraft crosses high above the airport. Its lights move slowly across the sky. Then they disappear beyond the clouds. Inside, the gate remains still. A wall clock advances quietly above the seating area. No one looks toward it. The time keeps itself. The second hand completes another circle. No announcement follows. The rhythm continues. Farther down the terminal, lights continue into the distance. The corridor remains empty. No rolling suitcase echoes across the floor. A cleaning machine rests beside a service door. Its handle remains folded. Nothing moves. At the gate desk, a printer remains silent beneath the counter. No paper feeds through. No receipt curls into the tray. A drawer remains closed beside it. No latch clicks. Nothing changes. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The gate remains waiting. The runway remains distant, and the terminal keeps holding its quiet pattern through the night. Outside the windows, reflections drift across the glass. Runway lights remain visible beyond them. The two layers overlap without changing. A service road curves between low airport buildings. Yellow markings remain visible beneath the lamps. No vehicle follows the route. Near the wall, a vending machine keeps one soft light. Rows of bottles remain behind the glass. No selection is made. A card reader waits beneath the display. Its screen remains dark. Nothing beeps. At the corner of the seating area, a brochure stand remains full. Maps remain folded in neat rows. No page is removed. A nearby trash bin remains empty. The lid stays closed. Nothing drops inside. The carpet beneath the seats softens every sound. Footsteps would fade quickly here. Tonight there are none. Outside, a light wind moves across the airfield. It does not reach the terminal. The windows remain still. A distant beacon flashes once near the edge of the runway. Then darkness returns around it. The rhythm remains measured. Far beyond the airport, scattered city lights remain beneath the horizon. They stay distant. They do not approach. Near the emergency exit, a sign glows softly above the door. Letters remain clear. No handle moves. A quiet click comes once from somewhere above the ceiling. Not repeated. Then stillness returns. The lights remain warm. The displays remain unchanged. The gate remains calm. At the far end of the terminal, another gate sits beyond the darkness. Its seating area remains empty beneath dimmer lights. No activity returns there. The jet bridge remains still. The boarding lane remains empty. The runway lights remain scattered beyond the glass. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The last airport gate continues its patient watch after the final departure, holding the same gentle rhythm through the long hours before the first flight of morning. The seats remain empty. The windows remain bright. The night continues. For now. Beyond the gate area, the terminal continues into a quieter stretch of corridor. The lights remain lower there. No traveler walks beneath them. Glass walls separate the concourse from a row of empty waiting rooms. The doors remain closed. Nothing changes behind them. Near the windows, reflections from the terminal lights rest across the glass. Runway lights remain visible beyond them. The two layers remain together without moving. Far out on the airfield, a beacon flashes once near a service road. Then darkness returns around it. The rhythm remains measured. At the boarding lane, retractable belts continue their straight path toward the scanner. The fabric remains smooth. No hand touches it. The scanner remains dark. No boarding pass appears beneath it. Nothing is checked. A small podium stands near the entrance to the jet bridge. Its surface remains clear. No document rests upon it. A drawer remains closed beneath the top panel. The handle stays centered. No latch clicks. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The gate keeps its late-night state, steady and unchanged, while the airport settles deeper into the quiet hours. Along the seating area, rows of chairs remain beneath the ceiling lights. The cushions keep their shape. No jacket rests across them. A charging station remains beside the nearest row. Ports remain unused. No cable hangs from the sockets. The polished armrests reflect faint shapes from the terminal lights. Then the reflections settle again. Nothing changes. Near the wall, a digital display continues showing the final departure status. The information remains unchanged. No update appears. The screen glow remains soft against the surrounding darkness. No announcement follows. The terminal remains quiet. Outside the glass, painted markings stretch across the pavement. Yellow lines remain visible beneath distant floodlights. No vehicle follows them. A service building stands beyond the taxiway. Its windows remain dark. Nothing moves nearby. At the gate desk, the computer monitors remain black. No reservation appears. No message arrives. A keyboard rests beneath the screens. The keys remain untouched. No indicator light appears. Farther down the concourse, a moving walkway remains still. Its handrails do not move. No passenger steps onto it. The floor around it remains empty. No rolling suitcase echoes across the terminal. Only quiet remains. A soft click comes once from the climate system, not repeated. Then the same gentle airflow continues. Cool air moves through hidden vents. It stays even. It stays gentle. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The seating area remains calm. The runway remains distant, and the terminal keeps holding its place in the night. Near the windows, a small table faces the airfield. Its surface reflects the runway lights beyond the glass. Nothing rests upon it. A chair remains pushed neatly beneath the table. Its legs stay aligned. Nothing shifts. At the emergency exit, the illuminated sign remains bright above the door. Letters remain clear. No handle moves. A narrow strip of light rests beneath the frame. It does not widen. It does not fade. Outside, another aircraft crosses high above the airport. Its lights move slowly through the sky, then disappear beyond the clouds. The gate does not respond. The runway lights remain steady. The terminal remains still. At the far end of the corridor, another gate remains dark beneath dimmer lights. Rows of seats remain empty there as well. No activity returns. A closed service door stands nearby. The handle remains centered. Nothing opens. Near a vending machine, rows of bottles remain behind the glass. No selection is made. No card is tapped. The display remains illuminated. The shelves remain full. Nothing changes. A wall clock advances quietly above the concourse. No one looks toward it. The time keeps itself. The second hand continues its slow circles. No announcement interrupts the rhythm. The night continues. Outside the windows, reflections stretch across the glass once more, then settle. The runway lights remain scattered across the darkness. The terminal remains warm. The seats remain empty. The jet bridge remains still. The final gate continues waiting. For now, nothing begins. Nothing ends. The airport remains between the last departure and the first arrival, holding the same quiet rhythm through the deepest hours before dawn. Beyond the gate area, a narrow corridor leads toward the airport offices. The lights lights remain lower there. No door opens along the hallway. Small windows look into empty workrooms. Desks remain beneath soft ceiling lights. No chair moves. At the operations office, computer monitors remain dark. A keyboard rests beside a telephone. No call arrives. A whiteboard hangs on the far wall. Flight numbers remain written from earlier hours. Nothing is erased. Near the staff entrance, a security badge reader remains beside the frame. Its indicator stays steady. No card is scanned. A visitor log rests on a nearby shelf. The pages remain flat. No new name appears. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The quiet extends beyond the gate, steady and unchanged, through another corner of the sleeping terminal. At the crew briefing room, chairs remain arranged around a table. Their backs form neat lines beneath the lights. No meeting continues tonight. A projector hangs from the ceiling. The lens remains dark. No image appears. Near the wall, weather charts remain pinned to a notice board. The pages stay still behind clear covers. Nothing is adjusted. A clock above the board advances quietly. No one looks toward it. The time keeps itself. Farther down the hallway, a glass door leads to an observation area. The room beyond remains empty. No visitor stands beside the windows. A row of stools faces the airfield. The seats remain unused. Nothing shifts. Outside, runway lights continue their distant pattern. Blue lights remain steady near the taxiways. White lights remain scattered farther away. No aircraft approaches. No service vehicle arrives. At the observation windows, reflections from the terminal lights drift across the glass, then settle again. Nothing changes. A weather beacon flashes once near the far edge of the field. Then darkness returns around it. A soft click comes once from the climate system, not repeated. Then the same gentle airflow continues. The air remains cool. The hallway remains quiet. The night remains settled. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The offices remain calm. The observation room remains empty. And the airport keeps holding its place between flights. Near a supply room, shelves hold sealed boxes of forms and envelopes. Labels remain readable. Nothing is opened. A hand truck rests beside the wall. Its wheels remain still. Nothing rolls. At the end of the corridor, a narrow staircase leads upward. The steps remain empty. No echo rises from above. A handrail follows the wall beside the stairs. Its surface reflects a faint line of light. No hand touches it. Outside the observation windows, the runway remains distant beneath the darkness. The lights remain steady. The rhythm remains unchanged. Inside, the chairs remain empty. The desks remain still. The doors remain closed. A settling sound comes once from somewhere above the ceiling, not repeated. Then stillness returns. The airflow remains even. The lights remain warm. The airport remains calm. No boarding begins. No arrival appears. The terminal continues waiting. Near the end of the concourse, the carpet changes to a darker pattern beneath the lights. The colors remain muted. The design follows the corridor toward another quiet gate. No one walks there tonight. A row of tall windows looks across the sleeping airfield. Runway lights remain scattered in the distance. The reflections of the terminal lights rest softly on the glass. Nothing changes. At the neighboring gate, the boarding desk remains dark. Computer monitors stay black behind the counter. No boarding group is called. No passport is checked. A printer rests beneath the desk. No paper feeds through. No receipt curls into the tray. The silence remains complete. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The quiet extends beyond the final gate, steady and unchanged, through another corner of the sleeping terminal. Outside, a service road curves between low airport buildings. Yellow markings remain visible beneath distant lamps. No vehicle follows the route. The pavement remains empty. Near the windows, a cleaning cart remains parked beside a wall. Its handle stays folded. Its wheels remain still. Nothing is moved. A nearby vending machine keeps one soft light. Rows of bottles remain behind the glass. No selection is made. No card is tapped. Far beyond the taxiways, a red beacon flashes once against the darkness. Then the night closes around it again. The rhythm remains measured. The airport remains calm. Inside, the terminal continues holding its quiet shape. The gates remain empty. The seating areas remain still. The corridors remain silent. A soft click comes once from the climate system, not repeated. Then the same gentle airflow continues through the ceiling vents. The sound remains low. The rhythm remains even. Near the glass, reflections drift slowly across the windows, then settle again. The runway remains beyond them. The darkness remains beyond that. At the far end of the terminal, an emergency exit sign glows above a closed door. Letters remain bright. No handle moves. No hinge shifts. Nothing begins. Nothing ends.